So we'll do our LMP3 winners, the number 19 Cool Racing Ligier Nissan, Nicolas Maulini, Nicolas Krusten and Matt Bell. Ninth on the grid to a win, fantastic start. Niklas, you started the race. There must have been a bit of chaos in front of you though. What happened at the start?
A lot of cars moving before the lights turn off, so I managed to go to the right side of the track, and after the first corner, maybe I won 4 places, I think. So it wasn't too bad for the start.
Then you had a lot of traffic. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on around you. LMP2s, GTEs, lots of LMP3 cars. How are you coping with that amount of traffic on this track?
Yeah, there is a little bit more car than last year. Not here, but in the championship. We managed not bad. The most important thing is not go over the line and fuck your tire with the rubbish we have outside, but we managed not too bad, and at the end the result is there.
Niklas, you took over the car, your first ELMS race and victory, so you must be very happy. You closed the gap because obviously Laurence Hoare disappeared. He was over a minute ahead, and then you started to close the gap when he handed over the car. So you being told all the time about how close you were getting to the car in front?
Yeah, sometimes I was being told. Mainly I just tried to keep my pace. Did 2 moves on other cars, which were quite important, and then it was just saving my tires, really. I mean, I was pushing, but at the same time I was also looking after my tires, and then I was closing the gap down more and more, and actually I wanted to do the move on him, but obviously we then made the driver change and I let Matt do the job.
How are you finding endurance racing?
Oh, it's mega. It's completely different to single-seaters, what I've done before, but I love it. And what I learned today was it's not about being the fastest on track. It's about being the one doing the least mistakes. And today the team and the drivers barely did any mistakes, if not none. And we get the victory, and I'm really happy about that.
You handed the Matt over to Matt. Matt, I think you were 30 seconds when you came out the pits, but you soon closed up to the DKR and overtook them. So talk us through your last part of the race.
It was a similar thing to Niklas. We were struggling a little bit this weekend managing our front tyres. So from the get-go, it was just trying to look after those. We knew the number 4 had done sort of the opposite strategy to us, starting the silver and finishing with the bronze. So we were just trying to sort of cruise up to them and manage the gap behind as well, whilst looking after the tyres. You know, it was more just looking after everything. And then into traffic, I managed to snatch the lead. And then after that, it was my front tyres were gone. I was managing them okay, and then there was a battle with some of the GT leaders that really, trying to negotiate those guys really destroyed my front tyres, looking after getting through those guys. And it was just a case of keeping it smooth to the end. I knew Malta was coming. It was just no mistakes, bring it home. And if we can win when we're a little bit off, then I'm looking forward to the ones where we're going to be on the pace.
It must have been a pleasure after yesterday being stuck behind the car for so many laps. The traffic yesterday robbed you of a possible victory, but today you took it.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have walked away here, double victor. Some pretty poor driving standards yesterday. Bit of vindication for that, and just a general stamp over the ability of this team to pull together on a weekend that's been challenging. So big thanks to Cool Racing. They were brilliant this weekend, and we look forward to building from here.
Need to ask you about Red Bull Ring next race. What's your thoughts on the track?
We feel it's going to be a little bit more on our strong suit. We're very much looking forward to it. A couple of years since I've been there, so it'll be nice to go back. It's obviously a pretty amazing track. The size of the grid and the speed differential between the classes now is going to make it pretty interesting. So traffic management is going to be more important there than ever before. But I'm pretty bullish and looking forward to taking the challenge to everybody else there as well.